Monday. It is July 25th. I'm on here to tell you we're 6 days out from the next um, gardening and self-sufficiency workshop through Jahealing. Yesterday we had our first one in 5 consecutive weeks, and it was awesome. The women that came out yesterday to show their face on the workshop live stream were amazing. Great questions, super conversation, a lot of fun, great people. It was a lot of fun. I think we did about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I would say. We had a lot to talk about. We talked about greenhouses, we talked about chickens, we talked about soil and planting and permaculture and all kinds of awesome things. We've had some requests for this next week. We're going to be talking about composting is one of the things that someone requested we talk a little bit more about. And I'm looking forward to spending some time with you guys. I hope that you guys show up next weekend. You can sign up for one or more of the workshops, or you can sign up for all of them. And it's a really great time. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays, the next 4 Saturdays in a row. You can check out jahealing.com or jahealing on their social media, Instagram or Facebook, and you can pre-register for the events in that way, and they can walk you through if you need help. It was fantastic. Yesterday it was imminent for a storm. We had a little bit of rain last night. It didn't end up being a storm that they were predicting. It did rain a bit on me, but we did get the soil mixed and showed everybody that before it started to rain. And we were well. All was well. I didn't even have to go in the greenhouse for much time, so that's good. Here's my sea of green. Just trying to get some relaxation in today while I'm gardening and pulling weeds and feeding the animals and things like that. But we've got a lot going on. I already made dinner, so that's nice. I can kind of relax on that front. A lot of pool time today. It's hot, it's humid because it rained last night, but it's nice. I'm not going to complain because once summer's over in 6 weeks, summer is officially over here, and it's going to start getting much cooler very soon, and that's kind of a bummer. Because our winters are long. They last forever. It may not even be so much snow or so much cold. It just depends on the year, but it just lasts forever. You're still cold in May, and you're just like, come on. May 2-4 weekend is the weekend that we actually plant outside. So we have to wait that long until we're confident that there's not going to be a frost. And every now and again, there might be after that. So we're giddying up, and we got to make sure we pack everything we can into our summer season. I have corn here, and there's amaranth. I've got beautiful pepper plants. They're up to my waist. They're branched out. They're gorgeous. You know, it's kind of been a low maintenance garden this year, except for weeding. Weeding is always a lot of fun. But I do have less weeds than I used to. I don't have much grass at all growing anywhere for any reason. The weeds that grow up are actually edible and medicinal for the most part, and typically I'm just pulling them because I have so many, right? There's only so much burdock you need, there's only so much horsetail you need, there's only so much purslane you need, and things like that. But the fantastic thing is that now that I've got the chickens, they'll eat the vast majority of my weeds. So pretty much anything that's edible to us is edible to them, and more, in fact. They are so happy when they see me walking over with an armful of weeds. They're already clucking and ready to go. They meet me at the door. They can't wait to see what I'm bringing them. They're happy with greens. I have so much amaranthus has seeded itself, and it's fantastic because it's a great food source. We could eat amaranth every day of our lives, I think, based upon the crops that I've got. And they seed themselves. I don't have to do anything. And these things, they're only maybe half as tall as they're going to get. They haven't even started blooming. These guys in the background, look how big they are. They're going to get like twice as tall. And they have these gorgeous plumes. The green ones have already started to bloom a bit. Here's what they kind of look like. But the red ones are so much prettier. They have these huge like flame plumes. They're fantastic. But there's a lot, and the girls are quite happy to eat that. So that's amazing. You can blanch it, you can freeze it, you can dry it, you can do whatever you want with it. Saute it, put it in the soup, whatever. And it's delicious. It tastes like spinach. So it's a really great permaculture vegetable. We talked a lot about permaculture. Emma, one of our lovely viewers, requested that we talk a whole workshop on permaculture. And I'm excited for it because I keep trying to teach people permaculture. And sometimes I think they just look at me like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know why, because it's a really great way to pack a lot of food in a small area, food and medicine. It's a really neat way to grow plants. You have a lot less work, it seems to me. And everything seems to be able to get the right amount of sunshine and water when you do it right. And then you've got food and you've got medicine. It's fantastic. So permaculture, I'm so excited that everyone's like was on board yesterday. Like, yes, permaculture is definitely the way to go, and it is. If you're trying to maximize what you're doing, maximize your efforts, maximize, mostly the effort, and maximize the money that you're putting into your crops. Permaculture is the way to go. I'm just saying. It's a more enjoyable way to grow as well. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and every day I seem to have some kind of new idea that just comes to my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, we should do that next year. We could do that. There's so many different ways to accomplish your goal, and there's so many plants out there. Like, don't just... We're so stuck in the rut of the same vegetables that you see at the grocery store. And there are so many more plants out there. There's so many more edible vegetables that you haven't even heard of. So many more edible fruits that you've never heard of. Things you didn't even know you could grow probably in your hardiness zone. So here I am, hardiness zone 6. We've been bumped up from a 5B because global warming is real. And I keep telling everyone, global warming is real. Take advantage of it if it's happening. Make lemonade from your lemons. So since it's hotter, I'm able to grow a lot more crops that I maybe wasn't able to years ago, that wouldn't have worked so well. And I'm also able to kind of push my zone. I'm always trying to push my zone. So I was always trying to push a zone 6. Now I'm a 6. Now I'm trying to push a zone 7 for some of the things, protecting them over the winter and hoping that they come back. Perennials are definitely the way to go. That's a lot less work. You do pay a little bit more money to purchase a plant of a perennial, simply because they're going to come back year after year, and they know you're not going to come back and buy annuals. So they're going to charge you more, usually double, I would say even. But there's a lot of places to get seeds online. Go to Etsy. There's seeds everywhere. Do some research and see what it is you want to put in. See things that are usable for your hardiness zone, not just where you're located in the world, but in the similar climatic zones around the world, in other countries. And you're going to find some really interesting and cool things that you didn't know. Also, I've been getting seeds from Eastern Europe, and what strong, hardy, beautiful heirloom seeds, strong, hardy plants. Take advantage of their fantastic seed saving, their heirloom seeds, gorgeous plants, tasty vegetables, things that are hardy, that are going to last. I can't express it enough. Doing the research and spending that little bit of initial money on some seeds, getting some nice seeds, good seeds, is going to go a long way. And then you want to save your seeds, right? So anyway, this is a whole bunch of things that we talk about in great detail over the workshops, and we have a great time doing it. And it's not just me talking at you. Everyone had questions, and we went through things detailed questions. And, it's just so nice to have a like-minded group of people that are willing to listen to what you've already experienced and gone through. I'm just glad that I'm able to impart some of this wisdom and experience and toil, and make life a little bit easier for other people that want to maybe endeavor doing this. So it's not quite as hard for them. They can avoid the pitfalls that I fell on into. Anyway, I do hope that you come join us. We had a fantastic time. I want to thank Jahealing and all the ladies that showed out yesterday. It was a good time. So 6 days out for the next one. Pre-register July 31st. It's Saturday, and it's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where I am. And we just have a good time. Come on, hang out. Bring your questions. Show me your dilemmas in your garden. Come with a list. We'll go through it. Okay? Be a champion in your homestead or in your kitchen, wherever you are today. Be awesome. Bye. See you later.